Anand, he's the 9th Prime Minister to be holding bilaterals, but I don't think there has been so much attention that there has been on any Indian Prime Minister's meeting with Barack Obama. What do you think he can strike? What do you think he can strike for Indian business? What would you like to see in terms of concrete steps at the end of this particular bilateral, Anand?
Arnab, I have very measured expectations from this entire trip. Since you began with what you thought, or you asked me what I thought he could strike with President Obama, my impression is that at meetings like this, first-time meetings, it's not usually about a specific laundry list of items that you want to check off. It's very important for people of two large nations like this, leaders of two large nations like this, to hit it off, to strike some kind of chemistry. And that, if he achieves that, I think we would have achieved a tremendous goal in and of itself. He has to be comfortable from now on to be able to pick up the phone and call President Obama, converse with him, and there should be a comfort level between them. That's the minimum expectation I have. If they manage to get to a checklist of items, whether it relates to business or trade or the combat against terrorism, well and good. But I think we should all probably not try to exaggerate or magnify the expectations too much on this first visit.
You think there have been?
Well, certainly there is. I keep getting asked the questions about what do you want to achieve from business and trade, how much investment would you like to come out of this trip, and I think that certainly is misplaced. We were not looking at this trip for him to come back as he would off a vibrant Gujarat or a vibrant India kind of platform and say, I have gotten so many billions of dollars of investment. The question is, has he made an impact? Do people believe that there is finally somebody in charge who's a true conductor of the orchestra, who is going to make all the varied musical instruments of India, be it economic or business or political, are they going to all play in unison from now on? That is the impact people want to have, that India has leadership that can deliver on its commitments.
Right. So basically, you're saying that all these people who believe that this will be the big watershed moment are probably misplaced. But so Anand, at least on business, you've moderated expectations quite a bit. But who's generating the hype? Is it the investing community? Are there people who just want so-called sentiment to become okay so that investment flows? Someone's generating this hype. It's not the media. It's a very well-planned hype-building operation also which is going on. So my question to you is, who's generating the hype? Is it the business community?
This is one of those wonderful questions where the answer has to be all of the above. And who knows what the objectives are. But let's, if we dispense with the cynicism for a while, Arnab, the fact is that there has been a leader finally who's been elected with a majority, a party that has been elected with a majority after 30 years in the world's in the world's largest democracy. 550 million people voted. You know, it's about time that got attention on the world stage. And I think he made that point very eloquently at the Council on Foreign Relations yesterday. Before he got into any nitty-gritty, he said, look, let's just understand what happened. And he said it's very difficult unless you're on the ground in India to understand the magnitude of an election and of somebody voting in a party and leadership into power after 30 years. So that itself should have caused much more hype than it did. And what I'm saying is that, frankly, by coming to New York, which I've always said has this quality of being the world stage, the world center stage, it's like center court at Wimbledon, then coming here and announcing that and introducing himself to the world, introducing the election phenomenon that happened, well, I think that deserves hype, don't you?
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.